Gambia Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Agriculture and Employers Association, which is the full name, but the acronym, which is the most popular name, as everyone knows, is GCCI, is a 55-year-old establishment. It was formed as a merger between Bathurst, which is formerly Banjul, Chamber of Commerce, and the Employers Association at the time.
The Gambia Chamber of Commerce is older than the Republic of the Gambia. The Gambia Chamber of Commerce is older than the Dallas.
The GCCI is the apex private sector representative body of the business community in the Gambia.
GCCI took up the role of leadership, which, thanks to His Excellency the President, also recognized openly what we have done.
If the business sector is doing well, not the government is doing well. If you are not doing well, government is not doing well. Because even the taxes that we collect them for the business. So that means our budget depends on you.
An organization that old must have relevance, and we have to continue to nurture that relevance.
About 17 years ago, I started my real estate company called Global Properties with the mission to create housing and make it affordable to Gambian and non-Gambian alike. One of the key things that we realized was to be part of a larger network. In that way, we had visibility and we had abilities to network within a greater group. And GCCI obviously was one of those establishments that we felt we could be part of. It was a great choice, of course, because it gave us the exposure that we needed at that time and still does, 17 years later.
GCCI have been a valuable partner because they support in all different ways. Anytime we had a project or we talk to them, they support us. So I believe that with GCCI, the business community can move to the highest heights in this country.
We do a lot of advocacy work. We're involved in policy development, in negotiations with government and international partners to impact the businesses that we have under our membership.
We have worked closely with the government during very difficult times to be able to help support businesses.
If I talk about agriculture, for instance, it's a little silent within our name, but it's been a key part of what GCCI has been championing.
Agriculture is generally a risky business, and I can understand the type of banks that we have are commercial banks, and they don't all over the world support that type of activity. We have now an agricultural seat in the board of the chamber.
We have, let's say, one classic example could be in 2011, when there was a huge drought within the rural area for the Gambia. GCCI supported farmers with $500,000 at the time.
One of the main successes that we've been able to register is to build a critical mass of an entrepreneurial mindset in this country.
GCCI is now synonymous for trade fair, and where you hear trade fair, it's GCCI, everybody will think it is our trade fair. So I really helped to reposition the trade fair. Not only have we repositioned it in terms of branding nationally, but internationally as well.
GCCI has championed the establishment of a first ever permanent public-private dialogue platform called National Business Council. What that is it composes of key cabinet ministers and chaired by His Excellency the President of the Republic, and also composes of business leaders, 8 of them, that would now sit in a round table to track problems, socioeconomic problems that we're going through, to look at practical solutions together for mutual benefit for both the public and the private.
One of the things that we have been very serious about is that we will involve ourselves in community activities that would advance the interests of the broader community. And if the community becomes more affluent, it will also influence the affluence of business.
I was a judge at the Gcci Challenge. We had a lot of young people, over 300 young people who competed at the Gcci Challenge. And at the end of the day, I think 12 was awarded with prizes.
I joined the Gcci Challenge after hearing it from a friend. To me, it was an opportunity that I needed to explore. As an entrepreneur and an upcoming fashion designer, I needed the publicity, I also needed the experience and to go through this journey to learn a lot and also get the funding.
Generally, starting a business in the Gambia is really difficult. So when I saw an opportunity to get funding for my business from the KJC challenge, I wasted no time, because I knew it was going to help me to get more network. It was also going to help me to get more insight into the entrepreneurship journey that I started. So with all of these things involved, at the time of my business, I decided to just join the KJC, and alhamdulillah, have not regretted it.
The best three were still mentored and supported by GCCI to see them through, to see that the businesses that they pitch and the ideas they have are put into businesses that can move.
This scheduler challenge has helped me a lot in my business, and not only in my business but also me personally, because I was able to build myself up, learn more of the entrepreneurship skills. It helped me develop my interpersonal skills, also how to interact with my customers, how to stay tough in the business world as a woman, especially because having to learn from great people like Auntie Sarata, to have to learn from Auntie Georgia. These are all great people that I learned a lot from. So it was a very good one for me. And then alhamdulillah, after being a winner, I was able to do a lot of things from the funds that we're giving, like set up this place, get more machines, get more equipment to work with, and also hire 2 more tailors that I can work with.
This prize really helped because Khadija is a brand that wants to expand. So it really helped me to buy resources, that is the fabric that I use in my day-to-day operation, and other materials and the machines too. So it really helped me to expand my capacity as a brand, and also I was able to close the gap of demand, because my business at some point it didn't have a lot of finance to reach the demands of most of my customers, but with this finance it really helped me to close the gap of the demands that I had.
When I actually decided to join the KJC, I went with expectations. First of all, I expected to be part of the top 3 winners, and I did. I expected to increase my network, and I did. And I also expected to gain so much more insights, so much more training as an entrepreneur, and I also did.
They were also given training on business development. They were given coaching. They were given mentorship, and these are all important for a growth of a business.
It helped me to develop myself. It helped to improve my public speaking skills and also my presentation skills. It enabled me to be able to think critically as an entrepreneur as well.
The best part to me was meeting the people I came across with, learning from different entrepreneurs from different aspects of businesses. I also learned from high-ranking entrepreneurs in this country. We were taught a lot throughout the journey.
These young people are still being mentored and supported by the Chamber so that they can excel in the businesses that they have.
What's next is one of our biggest projects so far that is on the table is what we call the Gcci. It's going to be a one-stop shop, geographical place where businesses can access, there will be incubation, and there will be a whole lot of things going.
We thought that championing the capitals market in the Gambia was important. And we thought that we should also be a role model for that by forming a company called the Gcci company, which we will float as a public company.
We are looking into coming up with new ideas on how to improve on the trade fair. One of the ideas we have, and we're currently working on it, is digitization of the trade fair. Digitization is the way to go now, and we are working, and hopefully by the next trade fair in 2024, the platform will be ready for use.
We have now focused more on business development services rather than representation and advocacy. The evolvement, or our decision to evolve into a more business development focused and membership-centric organization, is really because of the current ecosystem. There's a lot of capacity needs and capacity gaps that exist with businesses at the moment.
Gcci is one of very few institutions in the Gambia that runs almost 100% on renewable energy. We also secured funding from the EU for a €500,000 project to support culture, arts and traditional wrestling. Part of the activities under that project is to help build a few wrestling arenas for the Gambia Wrestling Association and help come up with products that can have access to the EU market under the handicraft sector of the Gambia. And in that regard, we work with Gainjoro Skills Foundation.
I believe businesses should make it a self-imposed requirement to become members of GCCI to gain access to resources and networking opportunities that would improve their business and make it more successful.
To become a member of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry is a very easy and seamless process. In fact, we have various categories of membership, and ranging from the extra large businesses that we know within the economy to the woman who sells fruits and vegetables on the roadside.
You have to have a business registration certificate and a company TIN. Those are the only two documents that you need. We have a registration form with a one-time fee of $500, but then we have an annual subscription which has been categorized into extra large, large, medium, small, micro, startup, and Japale Jula.
The Japale Jula is the petty traders, young entrepreneurs who want to venture into business.
We are an inclusive chamber and we want all businesses, be it big, be it small, be it informal, to come on board and become members of GCCI.
Wherever you are, we are hoping that all Gambians will come on board because it will be very, very transparent. We don't know who the future shareholders are.
We are sure that government will still continue to support. I think we should redouble our efforts, to make sure we push harder, to recover. Because as a government, we have all agreed that it's the private sector that grows the economy.